Let's go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy alike, currently being directed by J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this movie, and we do know that they are currently filming over in Jordan for a lot of REY'S scenes. Daisy Ridley, of course, and her stunt double, over in Jordan for some scenes for Episode 9. And a lot of people have been wondering exactly what is Mark Hamill and Adam Driver up to? What's really going to happen with the character of both Luke Skywalker and Kylo Ren in Star Wars Episode 9? Now, you guys may recall just a couple of days ago, we got word that Kylo Ren, or should I say Adam Driver, would actually be called in this week in order to do some rehearsals and some other scenes as well, canceling his appearance at a university gathering. And he did so in order to do this for some of the script rewrites that took place by J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, adjusting the script a little bit here and there, and they needed him ASAP. So, one of this has all to do, alright? One of these have all to do with a scene between both Luke Skywalker and Kylo Ren. Now, a set is currently being constructed over at Cardington for both Mark Hamill and Adam Driver. The set is described as a throne room with black glossy walls and mirrors on the ceiling. A large green screen will be used for Hamill to do his Force Ghost sequence with Driver. Driver rehearsed with Hamill just the other day for the shoot that will happen in 2 weeks' time and last 3 days. No extras, actors, or actresses are said to be involved, other than Hamill and Driver. Mark was told 3 weeks ago to start growing his beard again for the sequence. So, this is a very interesting piece for sure. So, number one, there's a set being constructed over at Cardington dedicated to only Mark Hamill and Adam Driver. Now, why would it be done at Cardington? I'm not quite sure, because that is a huge studio that's usually used for very large scenes that actually need a lot of action and a lot of stunts here and there. So that's one thing to actually take note of. The other thing is this, is that Mark Hamill was told 3 weeks ago to start growing his beard out once again. Now, I'm not quite sure exactly what Mark Hamill looks like right now. I don't know if he's been active on Twitter or anything like that. I haven't seen much, but apparently he grew out his beard once again for the scene that is to be shot in 2 weeks' time that will last 3 whole days with Driver. Now, this honestly is something very interesting, because this tells us that there's going to be a Force Ghost sequence in Episode 9 between both Adam Driver and Luke Skywalker, Kylo Ren and Luke, in a throne room, or a room that resembles a throne room sequence. So, the thing here is this, exactly why would Luke Skywalker appear in front of Kylo Ren in the form of a Force Ghost? A lot of people are trying to figure this out. Is Luke Skywalker trying to torment his nephew, or is he trying to turn his nephew to the good side? Now, though I would love to see that angle of Star Wars where Luke Skywalker is essentially tormenting his nephew, he doesn't have to do it in an over-excessive way. What I would love Luke to do is to keep on reminding Kylo Ren about where he is right now. I would love a moment in which Luke appears as a ghost in front of Kylo and actually tells him, you know, is this really what you wanted? How do you feel now? I would love something like that, where Luke is essentially kind of reminding Kylo of where his head is at right now. Maybe Kylo has a lot of regret of being the supreme leader of the First Order. Maybe it's a burden, and maybe Luke Skywalker knows this, and he kind of like, you know, messes around with his feelings a little bit as a way to, you know, maybe bring him back to the good side and see where that goes. Other than that, I'm not quite sure. Could dark side users actually communicate and see Force ghosts that are associated with the light side of the Force or being a Jedi? I'm not quite sure, and that could very well be something that J.J. Abrams is trying to change and do something new. And you know what? I gotta say, as much as I really wish that they just brought Luke Skywalker to life again, having him as a Force ghost, I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear this or don't want to see this, and I understand that, because it's just another confirmation that Luke is just not coming back. I know. But the thing is this, if you're gonna bring Luke as a Force ghost into this movie, you have to do something different, and this would be something different, where Luke is communicating with a dark side user. Now, like I say, there's a lot of talk these past couple of weeks that there's also a set being constructed just for Daisy Ridley and Mark Hamill as well. So it seems as so that we're gonna be getting these scenes, in a sense, where Luke is going to have a scene with Driver, or Kylo I should say, and Rey is going to have her own scene with Luke, separately. And then there's also another set being constructed where all three characters will be in the same exact sequence. So a lot of things are happening with this Force Ghost version of Luke. The large green screen is a dead giveaway. The fact that Mark Hamill has to stand in front of that only for his character tells us that they're going to be chroma keying him and lowering his opacity, his transparency, and adding a bluish hue or a whitish hue, whatever they're going to do for the character of Luke. So I don't know how you guys feel about all of this. Let me know what you think about this sequence between both Driver and Hamill. So far, this throne room sounds pretty cool. It sounds very luxurious. It's got like the black glossy walls as described, the mirrors on top. Not quite sure why it would have mirrors, but it's a very interesting angle for Star Wars, and I cannot wait to see what J.J. Abrams has in store. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.